Yo, what is up, my tubers? We're back for some more sealed action here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, don't forget to check out our friends over at cardkingdom.com/Numot. cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card related needs. We're going to do some more sealed here in prep for the upcoming qualifier weekend event. This is an event that it changes formats from time to time, but they have all these qualifier weekends. If you do well enough on the qualifier weekend, you can actually qualify for the Pro Tour and for like the Arena Championships. So this time, it's going to be sealed, and it's going to be Phyrexia All Will Be One. I'm going to do best of one here for YouTube video purposes, just because, well, I don't want like a 3-hour-long video trying to do best of 3, but I have been practicing best of 3 on my stream, and it's been going pretty well. So a little bit of best of one sealed. This is going to be a little bit higher variance, of course. But I'll just follow the 3 rules, which is to say, be on the play, curve out, and don't punt, and all will be well. What did we get? We got a Soul. We opened 2 mythics and then 4 regular rares. Sulfum, very, very good. One of the Dominus creatures. This turns all of your extra burn spell effects into, well, very, very good burn spell effects, I guess. Of course, it has the indestructible ability, and this one's kind of nice. You only have to discard 2 cards, so not too bad. I know some of them are like, remove 3 counters. You might not have 3 counters. Sacrifice 2 creatures. You might not have 2 other creatures, whatever. Archfiend of the Dross, another crazy bomb for 4 mana here. 6/6 flyer for 4. Enters with 4 oil, so you do need more ways to add oil, ideally. But sometimes this will kill your opponent before the final trigger goes off. Notably on these cards, it's not like fading. It's not like some of the older mechanics. This one, as soon as it has no oil counters, you lose the game. So on that final turn, when the last oil counter is removed, you would lose. Tyrannix Rex, Insano, 7 mana, 8/8 bomb. Trample, Ward 4, Haste, Toxic 4. Lots of crazy words on that one. Forge, this one has been a weird one. I'm not particularly fond of the card. I do think the ability is powerful, but it is very slow, and if you're behind, it's generally not going to do anything. Arena's good. Again, slow, but solid, and then Black Cleave Cliffs might be playable depending on the colors we end up going. So as always for sealed, I just like to pull out all of the cards that I deem playable. Oh no, double font of progress. I still have never seen a mill win in this format. Pull out all the cards I deem are playable, and then we'll look at the deck, or rather all of those cards after the fact, and decide what we can end up doing. Ooh, the black does not look particularly good, though. Or at least it's just very shallow. Red, I have none of the Hex Gold Slashes. I only have a Volt Charge. I guess technically Hazardous Blast would deal 2 damage to all creatures if I have Sulfum, but that's a pretty weak looking set of red cards as well. Green looks good. Green looks good. Adaptive, Cultivator, 2 roots for potential splashing. Scrap Gorger's great. Stalkers are okay, depending on... We got a Vorak, Troll, Atrocity, Chair's good, and of course that Rex. And then looks like we have some decent colorless cards here. Injector might be playable. We'll see at the end. Fixing-wise, we have that Cliffs. We have a couple of green cards. We have the Prism and the Convert. So going multiple color might not be terrible here, but just look. Let's take a look at our cards. Our most powerful cards are, of course, going to be, for the most part, the rares and mythics that we opened. But what other powerful cards do we have here? I'd say Vorak's pretty good. Oh, that's not good. We are kind of lacking in the overall power level, except for the rares we opened. Okay, well, that's bad. Anyways, we're probably going to lean towards these 3 colors then. If you look at our white, it has basically nothing going for it. Playables, yes, but not enough synergy. No bombs, and I actually don't have any removal in white here. So Can probably cut the white straight up, no problem. And not even consider splashing anything. Same with blue. Blue has a couple of okay cards, but no bombs. Mediocre removal. The only thing it has going for it is like some card selection and cheaper curve, but fortunately for us, cutting blue and white looks really nice here just because all of our bombs are aligned in the other three colors anyways. So from here, we got to figure out what we want to do. I think green is going to definitely be one of our main colors. It's got a lot of good early plays and fixing in addition to the Tyrant Axe, so I think that's without a doubt going to be our main. The question is then, is black or red better to go along with it? So black has the Archfiend, the Arena for card draw, and then really it doesn't have that much. Vraska's Fall's pretty bad. We have some kind of poisony proliferate theme, but not good, not good. And sadly, both of our black rares are unsplashable because of the double color here. Now let's take a look at red then. Red has... I guess red's not that good either. Red's got a decent curve. Like one removal spell. Ooh, so this pool is actually kind of bad. It's got no removal. If you look at the white, I don't have any of the pacifisms. The blue has a dose, yes, but blue is not good otherwise. Fall doesn't count as good removal. I don't have... Oh, I guess I have black cleave cliffs for fixing too. I don't have any of the good black removal. I have none of the Annihilating Glares. I have none of the Anoints. I have none of the good red removal. I just have Volt Charge. I have none of the Hex Gold Slashes or even the Molten Rebukes. Green, I have one punch effect, just the Ruthless Predation. So in times like this, it's generally better just to go for like a fast curve out. And I think so having like Hazardous Blast here is going to be a real MVP since we don't have removal. So I think we're going to lean towards the red over the green and just try to curve out and stomp, which means we can cut the Prism. We're not going to need the Thirsting Roots as much if we're just straight up two color. Let's look at any creatures that don't really have much synergy here, like Aspirant's probably a cut. I'm not a huge fan of Splitter. Although, I will say the Splitter is kind of nice when I'm just mono creatures, because you can make the creatures that you have a little bit better, right? In fact, this might be a double Hazardous Blast deck. I don't think these Branch Stalkers are all that good, but they, I guess, are 3 power for 1 mana. I do think Fuseling's going to be a cut here as well. This is fine for curve out purposes, but I think that's probably one of our weaker cards. Let's see, how much oil do we have? So these aren't oil because they need oil, but we have Forge, Scrap Gorger, Adaptive, and Cultivator, so only 4 oil cards? In which case, the Golem and the Troll might not be very good. If we only have 2, or sorry. Well, no, the token here doesn't even care about oil. It's only the... Yeah, so I only have 3 creatures with oil for the Golem. And only 4 other ways to get oil for the Troll. Yikes. So Troll and Golem are maybe cuts here as well. Which means the Cackler's also pretty bad since we don't do oil stuff. Well, I did say I wanted to get the second Hazardous Blast in here anyways. Creature count is 14, and then 15, 16, pseudo 17. I mean, the double Ravel's nice too. Okay. Well, that might be our deck right there. I guess I don't need to run double Thirsting Roots when we're only playing 2 colors. So maybe I'd rather replace one of the roots with something else. I guess if I play the Fuseling, the oil cards get slightly better. But not even that impressively so. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I mean, this doesn't look like a bad red-green beatdown deck, though. Alright, I'm okay running the double Thirsting Roots. I mean, we want to get to 7 for Tyranax anyways. We might even go 9 here in favor of green, just with all these 1-drops in green, plus the roots can go grab red anyways. So even though we have some double green cards, or double red cards rather, I think running 9-7 in favor of green is probably fine here. Wish we had a few more ways to get value off these oil cards, but okay. Red-green beats with double Hazardous Blast at our top end. Some sealed Phyrexia all will be 1 prep. Let's hope we can win some rolls, be on the play, curve out, don't punt. Alright, we're not on the play. But our hand looks reasonable enough. I'm hoping I get to pull off the Sulfim into the Hazardous Blast at least once or twice. There are already a lot of 1 toughness creatures in the format for Hazardous Blast to blow up. But when you have a way to deal 2 damage to only all of your opponent's creatures, that seems pretty sweet. I'm gonna use a slash here on me? Sure. I would love to have a slash myself. We have basically all of our top end. I hope I draw like Vorak next turn. Chimney Rabble. Okay, well, not doing anything turn 3 is a little bit unfortunate, because this is their chance to get ahead on the board. I'm going to go for Rabble next turn. That blast is actually really, really juicy. I'm going to lead with Rabble. And then what I'm going to do is next turn go for Sulfim into Hazardous Blast and hope to blow up their board. I mean, I guess playing out the Sulfim... Oh, no, because I want to wait until I have 5 mana to give it Indestructible. This will be sweet if we can pull it off. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Beautiful. More what? They're going to blow up my Batter Fist. That's fine. More 2 toughness creatures is exactly what we want to see here. So, we're going to go Sulfim and pass. And then the game plan is to Hazardous Blast, and it's going to deal 2 damage to all of their creatures, so we're really hoping to see some more creatures that have 2 toughness, but, I mean, even just blowing up those other 3 is going to be good enough, I imagine. Pretty good! Oh yeah, and they didn't get the block. It's tempting, but I'm not going to throw a possibility my Skywarden just so I might be able to cast the Tyranax, because I'm simply going to draw it off the top. It's that easy. It's that easy. Alright, well, I said I wanted to live the Sulfim into Blast Dream once or twice. And we already did so on the very first game, so... Money, 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 honey. Thanks for playing. Go to the next game. G2 we go. On the draw once again, and this is what you're going to expect from this deck, right? It's just like creature, 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 creature. Don't love seeing a turn 1 Crawling Chorus, especially with my hand. That's going to get in for 2 Toxic or something. Yeesh. Okay, well, Opponent was on the play and is curving out, so I think we're going to have a really bad time here. I'm going to take 3 more damage, go up to poison 3. My game plan is to play the Sulfum out next turn and hope that a 5-4 stops them. But this is already really, really bad, obviously. Jeez Louise. Okay. On the play, 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop poison creatures. Let's see if they have removal. Wow, what a curve. What a freaking curve. That rabble was one of our better draws. It's so hard to come from behind in this format, though. Like, now they can sit back if they have ways to proliferate. We're just gonna die slowly. If they have just a couple ways to push in a few more points of damage, we're gonna end up losing. Yeah, like, this is really bad. Let's go up to 7 poison and we'll just trade off our rabble for their Tyrannax. They only have 1 card left. This is so awkward. The only way I can block profitably on the Basilisk is with my Atrocity, which we don't really want to do. So I'm going to go up to 8 and accept my fate. Yep, that's bad. We're going to go ahead and proliferate here and make our adaptive a 3-3. They're probably going to wait 1 turn to tap something down at the end of my turn and then try to tap again on their turn, would be my guess, unless they just drew another spell. Okay, I'm okay with this. I don't think they should have done that when they have Sinew Dancer online, but I'll take it. Hazardous Blast would be a great draw for us. Kill everything but the Basilisk. We're not dead on board here, but we do go to 9 poison if they want to. Yeah. Trade, go to 6 and 9 poison. Although this gives them another token, but the thing is, my out is Hazardous Blast anyways, so I think blocking like this is right. That way when I Hazardous Blast, if I draw it, we kill all of their creatures. That actually is not bad. I can sack the Sulfim and kill their Might. Well, and now they have a 4/4 Double Striker. Alright, well. That'll do her. Our deck has 1 removal spell for that. That would be the Predation. That was an insane beating, yeah. Very, very good curve out on the play from the opponent. 1-drop Toxic, 2-drop Toxic, 3-drop Toxic. Removal spell. That is literally their curve. 1 mana, 2 mana, 3 mana, Toxic creatures on curve, and then a removal spell for my Sulfum. Good beats, good beats. Well, we're on the draw for the next game here, and I think this is a keep. At the very least, we have turn 2 Batterfist. Any land, even a mountain, gives us Volt Charge, and if we rip a forest for our Cultivator, that's great. Okay. Once again, on the draw, turn 1 Toxic, turn 2 Toxic. Absolutely brutal. This is why I've been practicing best of 3 now, and I hit 60% win rate finally in draft today, so I'm done playing best of 1. Crazy, crazy, crazy. That's pretty good too. I guess I'm gonna play out the Stalker here, and if they want to trade for my Stalker with their Skull Dweller, I'm okay with that. We cannot beat that right now. Oof, man, these are some tough games. Our opponents just are having the perfect curve outs. Yeah, Gladiator with Skitterfang's pretty freaking good. Or not Skitterfang, Skitterling. I think they proliferate here. Oh, guess not. I need to kill that now, otherwise they get the Skitterling activation again. Because they had already used the Skitterling to sack the Gladiator, so killing the Vorak there made sense. I'm gonna go up to 7 poison here. Okay. They probably should get their Vorak back, because that proliferates, yeah. Alright, GG's. No outs. Because I would have to tap the Cultivator to play the Sylvok Battle Chair, so one of their Toxic 2 creatures would get in minimum, and then they could kill me with the Vorak. Okay, and just like that, we have 2 losses immediately just to our opponents being on the play with, like, you know, awesome Toxic curves. Let's see if we can get a few more wins, but these have been absolute brutalities. Man, 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop Toxic creatures and just go off from there. Losing another die roll, not good. I will say, I do regret not joining the best of 3 sealed, like I said, because I would rather play a 3-hour, or make a 3-hour video than have like a 20-minute video again. We've done that for the qualifier event previously too. But this is a good hand. We're on the draw with a good-looking hand. Our opponent did not play a turn 1 Toxic creature. I have confidence. They led with islands. They're playing blue. Hope. Okay, blue, black it is. We drew our 1 removal spell. Kind of. I guess Volt Charge is probably a worse removal spell in this deck than the Predation is, since this is only ever 3 damage. I think the Vat of Rebirth is a little bit too slow to be good. Alright, I'm gonna just go Chimney and attack for 3. With 2 Hazardous Blast in the deck, I do not want to trade my 3-1 off for their 2-1. Gosh, not the 2-4 again. I can't beat the 2-4. Predation! Whoa, what is that attack? That might have been a misclick. Or maybe they're just trying to get a counter on the Vial. That was weird. There goes one of our blasts. Oh, you know what? I made a mistake there. I should have actually put a counter on the cultivator prior to playing out the Vorak, because in the small chance that the Vorak didn't have a land, I would have been able to proliferate our cultivator. Okay, this is all fine. So 3 counters, or no, remove 4 counters, and you get a creature from your graveyard back to the battlefield only at sorcery speed. They are chumping my rabble now. Yeah, I was gonna say. If they double block my Vorak, I'm actually gonna Volt Charge their Head Cleaver to kill both creatures. No blocks, okay. Very likely, I'm going to fire off Volt Charge then at end of turn, because we're going to just play Rex next. Fine. Ooh, Kaito.
I got sharp eyes and sharper blades.
That one's rather annoying. They are just dead here though, right? Yeah, we're actually definitely supposed to block and then shoot the Siphoner so they can't activate another ability of Kaito. Oh, I guess they could have ordered my Cultivator first, and then I wouldn't have been able to play Kaito next turn, but... or, Rex next turn. Didn't actually think about that, whoopsies. NBD... Okay. Whew. Actually, wait, I should have just taken the Head Cleaver. I don't know what I was doing. It was correct to bolt the Flyer, but I should have just taken the damage from the Head Cleaver. Because even if they activate again, we still just play the Hex and kill them, right? Or not Hex, the Rex. 2-2! Go, go! These sealed events are pretty bad value overall. I mean, yes, you get 6 packs, but you need to get like 6 wins to get your gems back. Hey, we won the die roll, and our hand is great. Turn 1 Cultivator, turn 2 Batterfist, turn 3 Rabble. That is basically ideal. Ooh. Turn 2 Scrap Gorger instead. Yeah! They even put their Skull Bomb in the graveyard too, so... get to start eating stuff with the Gorger. Oh! Okay. Now what we're gonna do here instead is go like this. Forge. Combat, trigger. Attack. And what I like doing here is now proliferating. That's kind of sweet. The Forge gets uptick, the Scrap Gorger is a 3-3 next turn, and Cultivator gets another counter. That's exactly where you want Forge to be. On the play, turn 3, and you've got a 1-drop, 2-drop to lead into it. Now we're the ones curving out perfectly. That ain't gonna cut it. Rabble's here. Smack down Charlie Brown. Yeah, this is kind of disgusting. My turn for a perfect curve. So this is one of those games where Forge is going to be very, very good. But I think it's misleading. Let's play the Batter Fist and equip our Cultivator. We would rather Cultivator die to a Hex Gold Slash, which it already does, than give our Rabble 2 toughness. Gross, gross, gross. Lifelinker, okay. Time for Hazardous Blast off the top. Doesn't even matter, that was just very dead already. Well, we followed the 3 rules of engagement. We were on the play, we curved out fantastically. And I don't think I punted, but who knows, who's to say. Three and 2 on to game 6. Okay, we're on the play, and this hand has a good possibility of curving out. We'll really need a 4th land, or 3rd land rather, if the opponent does have a way to kill the convert early. Okay, phew! Sinew Dancer, not Crawling Chorus. Oh man, that's super awkward. I want to play the adaptive there, but it's too important to get the convert online, I think. Ah. This sucks. This sucks. I'm gonna just keep curving out the adaptive, man. 1 turn off curve every time. Also, not finding a land there really hurt us. Oh, wow. Okay, we almost bricked again. That would have been very bad. The good news is we can get a little bit back on the leveling of the adaptive since we have Volt Charge in hand. Excuse me. That's fine. Again. Just gonna play out a 5/5 Menace instead of playing adaptive. Oh, that's too good. Sure. I really like casting Blast here. It kills their Sinew Dancer, it gets in for 7. And because we have another Blast, we can really push the damages in. Alright, let's go for it, I think. This has got to be better. Since our Skywarden has Menace, killing one of their creatures forces the damage in. And now next turn we can just blast for lethal. So we want to go face here. Level up the adaptive. And that way, even if they have a kill spell for the Warden, still get in for 4. Alright. Continue to follow the rules of engagement. Be on the play, curve out, don't punt. Sorry, adaptive, you could have been like a 1-mana 4/4 if we had drawn you one, or rather, not drawn you 1 turn sooner, but had you 1 turn sooner. 4-2 now. Game 7 ahead of us. This hand's great. If only we were on the play. Turn 1 adaptive, turn 2 stalker, turn 3 volt charge, maybe. Great hand. You know, I've never even looked. What is the stalker supposed to be? Elf scout, okay. And this is a Phyrexian warrior. I still want to call this Phryxian, not Phyrexian, Phyrexian. You just smush it together. Say it fast. Phyrexian. Phyrexian. Congrats to Reed, by the way. Reed Duke winning the PT last weekend. One of my disciples, my pupils. One of many. Taught him everything he knows. What a curve! Gosh, turn 1 adaptive, turn 2 stalker, turn 3 Vorak. This is what dreams are made of. This is so easily the best of this cycle. And our opponent has opted to not do anything turn 1 or 2? For shame! Don't they know the rules? They do have a good one here on turn 3. So, what is our options here? I think it's better to Vorak. And the reason is, now when I cast Volt Charge... I should have attacked first. Now when I cast Volt Charge, we can make the adaptive a 4-4, whereas if I had used Volt Charge that turn, we get the adaptive to a 4-4, or 3-3. We hit him for a lot, but it's not as good. Oh, that Edifice was really nice for them there. There's no real chance at a blowout. If I attacked with just the adaptive and they double blocked, that would be insane. But I think we just do this pre-combat. Because the thing is, if I... Oh, no, I did mess up, didn't I? Never mind, I'm just being silly. Alright, that was a punt. For some reason, I thought if they just snap blocked with the Vorak, I didn't have a chance to blow them out, but that's not true. Then I would just blow up their Edifice instead. Whoops. That was a bad play. Good news is... Oh, well, now there's no good news. Ugh. Just bad plays. Okay. Good news is we still have a curve of fat creatures, despite me making some bad mistakes there. Jeez. Getting got by the edict effects now, too. Wow. Okay. That's pretty good. So, 2 edict effects are gone. If they have another, that would be impressive. That's fine. They do gain 3, but that's not a big deal. Yeah, we just attack and see if they double block. Sure. Alright, we're not holding up Indestructible anymore, but we do have a 6/6. If they don't kill one of my creatures, obviously Blast is going to be lethal here. Nice. Alright, I did make a small mistake, but it's not going to end up mattering, thankfully. Phew! I curved out. Well, I followed one rule of engagement. I didn't follow the other 2. I was on the draw, but I curved out, but I punted. So luckily, I guess, drew better. Can't say I skillfully won that one, because I certainly didn't. 5-2. I think if we get one more win, we get our entry fee back. Let's go, 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 baby. I have 9 forests in the deck. I think this is a keep on the draw. You do want to mulligan, nice. You do want to mulligan aggressively in this format, but that's more so in draft than in sealed. And being on the draw with a 2-drop that we could already cast, I was fine with this lineup. Turn to bird. Let's lead with Scrap Gorger instead of Slinger since they're blue-white. I don't want to play out the Slinger and then they play like the Cephalopod or whatever. Plus, we can start getting counters on our Scrap Gorger next turn, right? I can cast the Thirsting Roots, grab another forest, and then eat the forest. Yikes, that's kind of nasty. Proliferate the indestructible counters. I guess I'd rather just Rabble now, then. Now that they have the Ambassador. Because we can, if they attack, we can just throw the 1/1 in front of the Ambassador. If they ever tap out, the Hazardous Blast is going to minimum 2-for-1 them with this board. Yeah, they don't even want to attack with it. This might just be an attack for 1 Proliferate pass. We'll see, though. Still holding up the indestructible ability. Alright, no rush. We don't really want to trade too many creatures off when we have Blast in hand anyways. There she is. There she is. We have a pretty freaking good turn next turn. Oh, Battle Chair is really good here too. But we wanna blast here while they don't have the mana. Kill the bird, kill the ambassador, and then I get a shrapnel slinger their mobilizer away. Go to combat, see if they want to tap down the rabble, which they probably will with so many counters in hand. Or on the immobilizer, that is. Smack in for 1. Stack the token, kill the immobilizer. Looking good, baby. It's kind of funny. Generally, falter effects in Limited aren't too good. But it's crazy how good Blast has played out. Wow. Called that one, didn't I? They did indeed have a sentry, but with the battle chair, we'll be able to maybe get the predation off next turn with it. I probably could have attacked with Rabble there first and seen if they blocked. I might have missed 3 damage. It's fine, I don't care if they... Well, they probably don't even want to proliferate on their synthesizer. Two 5 blocker looks pretty good here. Oh, they did. They did go for it. All right, and now they're going to get... Oh, God. Kind of wrecked. Okay, well, I can't deny that my draw steps have been amazing. In fact, 8, 14, 15... Yeah, they can't even block the 2/2 very well. Like, they can't double block it, otherwise they take lethal. This is the nuts. I mean, between the chair and the Rex, that's 14 trample damage by itself. Holy crap. If they don't have land number 6, they can't Emperor. They don't have 7, so they can't Twilight. Yeah, that ain't gonna do it. Jeez. Ugh. Well, I mean, I said we had low removal in this deck, but our removal that we do have is lining up pretty well. I mean, the Blast has just been amazing, but the Predation. Well, we didn't even cast Predation. The Slinger's been doing work. But more so, our good creature curve has been working out. All right, we're at 6 wins. We get our money back with 3 packs. I would be thrilled to get that 7-2 after starting off, what? 1-2? We didn't start 0-2, yeah. We started 1-2. Keep curving out. All right, the 9th and final game here. And we got a good-looking one. We got a good-looking one. There is merit to firing off roots on turn 1 for a land. But yeah, let's do it. Let's just make sure we hit our land drops. And we want triple green anyways for Tyrannax. I was going to say, the proliferation on the forage is nice, but we're on the play. And we have it on turn 3, so... it's not as necessary. Like, I'd rather just go 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop on the play and just say, can you deal with this? Oof, we are going to run the opponent over, hopefully. The Hive is going to help us, because this is effectively Bitter Blossom. They are going to lose 1 life every turn, and they don't start gaining lifelink until they have 3 poison on me, so... yeah, if they don't have anything here, that's going to be a quick one. Because next turn, Chimney Rabble Haste. Yeah, look at that. They're drowning already. Chimney Rabble Haste, attack for 5. They lose another life from Hive. Like... Forge on the play versus Hive on the draw. That's not going to be a good time, my friend. I don't even think they want to bounce anything here. Maybe the Hive? Yeah, okay. Well, that was good for them. Now I think I'm probably going to trade. Oh, that's not good. So the thing is, yeah, if they don't trade there, then we still have a lot of pressure built up. But now they might wait until they get to 3 poison on me before they replay the Hive out. I mean, it feels like we have some inevitability, right? Would love to find something to cast next turn, but in 2 turns we have the Rex. Okay. That's good. That's actually really good. Because if they don't block here, I can sack the token and kill one of their mites, but it looks like they are going to. Looks like they might be splashing the Hive. Oh, no, I guess they had the intendant too. I was going to say, it's a little bit awkward to splash the 2-drop because you really want that thing early. But maybe they're just solid 3 colors. Hey, Archfiend of the Dross. Awesome. Puts the 3 poison on me. But they are just dead here, right? Assuming no tricks. We go land, Tyrannax, Forge activates, attack with all. And that should do her. Be on the play. Curve out. Don't punt, my friends. We were never behind when we had Forge, and so it always looked insane. But you can imagine in some of those games, you know, if we were ever on the back foot, the Forge would have been garbage. Tyrannax, hell of a card. 8-8 trample, haste, ward 4. Pretty good. Toxic 4 to boot. Stolfum did some good stuff with the blasts, but hey, we'll take it. Red-green beats, little curve out. And that's magic, baby. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, as always. We'll see you back here tomorrow for some more. You better hit that like and subscribe. And if you don't, Still be back tomorrow for some more. Bye-bye.